Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the first chapter of auditing. Let us discuss the introduction of auditing. Meaning of auditing. Auditing implies the examination of books, accounts, and related documents of an organization in order to correctly estimate their accuracy, completeness, and regularity. Auditing is done by a competent and unbiased person with the help of evidences, documents, information, and explanations provided to him by management. Auditor is just like a doctor. As doctor tells through thorough examination of the body of patient whether the person is healthy or not. Similarly, auditor, after thorough examination of the books, gives his report as to whether or not the books give a true and fair view of the state of affairs of business. And students, it is very important to know whether the books show the true and fair view. As you know, the management and owners are now these days separate from each other. Businesses are being managed by the management, whereas the money is invested by the owners. So owners are very much interested in knowing the true and fair view of the state of affairs of business. Let us discuss the origin and development of auditing. The word auditing is derived from the Latin word auditor, which literally means to hear. And in India, the history of auditing begins from 1st April 1914 when the Companies Act of 1913 came into force. This act made it mandatory for every company to get its yearly accounts audited and has also spelled out the qualifications of a person to become an auditor. So it means Companies Act 1913 made it compulsory in India to have auditing done in the business organizations. Now, the definition of auditing. I have covered just one definition of Montgomery, and you can also learn the definition of Spicer, Pegler, Dixie. Let us discuss the definition of Montgomery. Auditing is a systematic examination of the books and records of business or other organization in order to ascertain or verify and to report upon the facts regarding its financial operation and results thereof. So students, in the definition itself you can have a number of elements, like first it is systematic examination, and second point it is of books and records, third whether it is of business or other organization, you can say it can be of business and other organization. And what is the purpose of auditing, you can tell that it is to ascertainment or verification. Similarly, what we do in auditing, we just mainly focus on the financial operations. So let us discuss the elements of auditing one by one. First, organization or institution. So what do you think? Whether do we do auditing of business organizations, or can any organization can do auditing? So answer is it can be of any organization, be it business organization or non-business organization like dispensaries, universities, club. Everyone get its auditing done. Next, second point, independent and impartial person. To become an auditor, it is very important that the person should be independent. He should not be connected or related with the business organization in any way. Third point, books of accounts. An audit is mainly the examination of books of accounts, though you can say ki ma'am other things are also get examined, but the main focus of the auditor is always in the books of accounts. Yes, share transfer register, many books are verified, but the main focus in the examination is of the books of accounts. Number 4, verification. Verification means it is not the task of auditor to check the mathematical accuracy, but rather it is specific and critical examination so that he can establish accuracy, truthfulness, completeness, and the extent of compliance with the regulations of accounts. Number fifth, period. Books of accounts are examined for a specific period and mainly, usually it is a financial year. Number six, vouchers and documents. The books of account should not contain any transaction without a voucher. It means everything should be backed with some document, and such document should be with the management. And in case that auditor is not satisfied with the vouchers or documents, or there are no vouchers or document, the auditor may call for the information and explanation. That is the seventh point. And it should be according to the rules. That is, auditor has to certify in his report that books are maintained in accordance with the legal enactments, that is as per Companies Act. And students, auditing is both science as well as art. Now, the very important question arises in our mind: what do you think, whether auditing is necessity or not? In ancient times, it can be said that auditing was a luxury, but now these days, businessmen, owner, and management are two separate functions. Owners are separate persons, and managers are separate persons. So, owners are always interested to know the true state of affairs of the business, and that can be verified, that can be examined only through auditors. So auditing is nowadays very much necessity. Now let us discuss bookkeeping, accountancy, auditing, and investigation. Bookkeeping, as you already know, is the art of recording business transactions in the books of accounts. And bookkeeping includes all those tasks like posting business transactions in the journal and ledger, totaling them, obtaining the balances. Accountancy is a parrot term for entire field. Accounting is a specific duty. Students, accountancy is a wider term. Now, the auditing we have already discussed. Auditing is a critical examination of books. We examine vouchers, documents, informations, explanation, and it is separate from bookkeeping and accountancy. Now, the investigation. Investigation is in-depth examination and inspection of various books with a predetermined objective. It may be ordered by owners or other parties depending upon the situation. Now let us discuss the differences between bookkeeping and accountancy. Bookkeeping is mainly the recording of business transactions in the primary book, whereas accountancy involves an examination of the entries which were made in the primary books. Number 2, bookkeeping involves totaling of ledgers and taking balances of various ledger accounts, whereas accountancy involves posting the ledger accounts balances in the trial balance. Number 3, final accounts does not come under the purview of bookkeeping, whereas P&L account, balance sheet, these things come into the purview of accountancy. Rectification of errors are not done in bookkeeping, whereas in accountancy it can be done by passing adjustment entries. As bookkeeper is doing primary jobs, so he is not responsible for the work of accountant, whereas accountant can be held for the work done by the bookkeeper. Thank you.